Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel. Today we have a fascinating topic that will surely leave you thinking. 7 signs that an angel is by your side, based on biblical stories. Have you ever wondered if you have a guardian angel nearby? Have you ever felt protected, guided, or comforted in ways you can't explain? If so, this video is for you. We're going to explore together how angels have interacted with people throughout history and how those same signs might be present in your life today. From messages and dreams to inexplicable miracles, angels are here to guide us, protect us, and provide comfort in our most difficult moments. Stay with us as we break down each of these signs, starting with the story of Joseph and messages and dreams. Don't miss it. And remember, if you enjoy this content, give the video a like and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Let's get started. Sign 1. Messages and Dreams. The story of Joseph. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a peaceful night, deep in slumber. Suddenly, a vivid dream envelopes you, so real it feels almost tangible. In the Bible, Joseph, the husband of Mary, experienced something similar. In Matthew 1 verses 20 to 21, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream, telling him not to fear taking Mary as his wife, because what was conceived in her was from the Holy Spirit. This message not only changed Joseph's life, but also marked the beginning of a story that would transform the entire world. Dreams have been a powerful medium for divine communication throughout history. They're not just random images. They can carry profound and meaningful messages. Have you ever had a dream so clear it felt like more than just a nighttime fantasy? It might be a sign that an angel is trying to communicate with you. Joseph wasn't the only one to receive messages and dreams. In the Old Testament, we find Jacob, who dreamed of a ladder reaching to heaven, with angels ascending and descending on it. Genesis 28 verse 12. This dream was a confirmation of God's promise to Jacob and his descendants. Dreams can be a way for angels to remind us of divine promises and guide us on our path. But how can we tell if a dream is truly a message from an angel? Pay attention to the details. Angelic dreams are often clear, coherent, and leave a sense of peace and purpose. If you wake up with a renewed understanding or clear direction, it might be a sign that an angel has visited you in your dreams. Now, imagine waking up from such a dream. You feel an unexplainable peace and a certainty that you're not alone. This is just the beginning of our exploration of the signs that an angel is by your side. In the next segment, we'll discover how angels can physically appear in our lives, just as they did with Abraham. Don't miss it. Sign 2. Physical appearances. The story of Abraham. Imagine being at home on an ordinary day and suddenly receiving a visit from celestial beings. This is exactly what happened to Abraham. In Genesis 18 verses 1 to 10, Abraham was sitting at the entrance of his tent in the heat of the day when he looked up and saw 3 men standing nearby. These were no ordinary men. They were angels sent by God with a crucial message, the announcement of the birth of his son, Isaac. The physical appearance of angels is one of the most striking signs of their presence. These encounters are not just visions or dreams, but tangible, real experiences. Abraham not only saw these angels, but also interacted with them, offering them hospitality and listening closely to their message. This encounter changed the course of his life and reaffirmed God's promise. But how can we recognize an angelic appearance in our own lives? Angels can appear in many forms, sometimes as beings of light, other times as ordinary people who bring a message or help in moments of need. The key is the feeling of peace and certainty they leave behind. If you've ever had an encounter with someone who seemed more than human, leaving you with a profound sense of serenity and purpose, you may have been in the presence of an angel. The story of Abraham teaches us that angels can appear in the most unexpected moments and in the most surprising ways. These encounters not only deliver important messages, but also remind us that we are not alone on our journey. Angels are here to guide and support us, just as they did with Abraham. Now, imagine that after such an encounter, you feel filled with hope and clarity. You know you are not alone and that you have a divine purpose. This is just one of the many ways angels can manifest in our lives. In the next segment, we'll explore how angels protect us in moments of danger, just as they did with Daniel in the lion's den. Don't miss it. Sign 3. Protection in moments of danger. The story of Daniel. Imagine finding yourself in a life-threatening situation where there seems to be no escape. In such moments, divine protection can manifest in extraordinary ways. In the Bible, Daniel experienced this protection firsthand. In Daniel 6 verse 22, he was thrown into the lion's den because of his faith, but an angel of the Lord shut the mouths of the lions, keeping him unharmed. This miraculous act not only saved Daniel, but also showcased God's power and presence in his life. Protection in moments of danger is one of the most powerful signs that an angel is by your side. These celestial beings act as guardians, stepping in during critical situations to ensure our safety. If you've ever felt inexplicable protection in a dangerous situation, it might be a sign that an angel is watching over you. Daniel's story shows us that angels don't just protect us physically, they also strengthen us spiritually. In the midst of the lion's den, Daniel was not only kept safe, but also fortified in his faith. This divine protection allowed him to remain steadfast in his beliefs and emerge unscathed from a situation that seemed impossible to survive. But how can we recognize this protection in our own lives? Sometimes it may be a sense of security amidst danger, or a miraculous intervention that saves us from an accident. Other times, it could be a strong intuition warning us of imminent danger. These experiences remind us that we are not alone and that celestial guardians are watching over us. Now, imagine that after being protected in a dangerous situation, you feel a profound gratitude and a renewed connection to the divine. You know you have been cared for and safeguarded by a higher power. This is just one of the many ways angels can manifest in our lives. In the next segment, we'll explore how angels guide and direct us, just as they did with Elijah in the wilderness. Don't miss it. Sign 4. Guidance and direction. The story of Elijah. Imagine being at a point in your life where you feel lost, unsure of which path to take. In such moments, divine guidance can be crucial. In the Bible, the prophet Elijah experienced this guidance in a deeply personal way. In 1 Kings 19 verses 5-7, after fleeing into the wilderness in fear for his life, Elijah felt exhausted and overwhelmed. But an angel of the Lord appeared to him, touched him, and said, "Get up and eat." The angel provided food and drink, giving Elijah the strength to continue his 40-day journey to Mount Horeb. The guidance and direction of angels are clear signs of their presence in our lives. These celestial beings offer us direction in moments of uncertainty, helping us find our way. If you've ever felt a strong intuition or a hunch leading you in the right direction, it might be a sign that an angel is guiding you. Elijah's story teaches us that angels provide not only spiritual guidance, but also physical and emotional support. In his darkest moment, Elijah received nourishment for his body and strength for his spirit. This divine intervention allowed him to continue his mission and fulfill the purpose God had for him. But how can we recognize this guidance in our own lives? Sometimes it's a sudden sense of clarity about an important decision or a chance encounter with someone who offers the perfect advice at the right time. Other times, it might be a series of events that align perfectly to lead us where we need to be. These experiences remind us that we are not alone and that we have heavenly guides helping us navigate life. Now, imagine that after receiving this guidance, you feel a renewed sense of purpose and direction. You know you're not walking alone, and you have an angel guiding you every step of the way. This is just one of the many ways angels can manifest in our lives. In the next segment, we'll explore how angels bring comfort during times of distress, just as they did with Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. Don't miss it. Sign 5. Comfort in affliction. The story of Jesus in Gethsemane. Imagine being in a moment of deep anguish, feeling as if the weight of the world rests on your shoulders. In those times, divine comfort can be a beacon of hope. In the Bible, Jesus experienced this comfort during one of the most difficult moments of his life. In Luke 22 verse 43, while he prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane before his arrest, an angel from heaven appeared to him to strengthen him. This angel provided comfort and fortitude, preparing Jesus for the trials to come. Comfort in affliction is one of the most touching signs of an angel's presence. These celestial beings offer peace and support when we need it the most. If you've ever felt an unexplainable peace during an emotional storm, it might be a sign that an angel is by your side, offering you solace. The story of Jesus in Gethsemane shows us that angels do more than just comfort us. They strengthen us to face the challenges ahead. In his greatest moment of sorrow, Jesus received not only comfort, but also the fortitude necessary to fulfill his mission. This act of divine support allowed him to move forward with courage and determination. But how can we recognize this comfort in our own lives? Sometimes, it's a sudden sense of calm that envelopes us, or a reassuring presence we feel around us. Other times, it might come as a word of encouragement from someone close to us, arriving just when we need it. These experiences remind us that we are not alone and that angels are there to support us in our darkest moments. Now, imagine that after receiving this comfort, you feel a profound peace and renewed strength to face your challenges. You know you are not alone and that an angel is offering you support every step of the way. This is just one of the many ways angels can manifest in our lives. In the next segment, we'll explore how angels send messages through others, just as they did with Cornelius and Peter. Don't miss it. Sign 6. Messages through others. The story of Cornelius and Peter. Imagine receiving a crucial message from someone you barely know, but they seem to know exactly what you need to hear. In the Bible, Cornelius, a Roman centurion, had a similar experience. In Acts 10 verses 3-5, Cornelius received a visit from an angel who told him to seek out Peter to receive an important message. Obeying the angel's instructions, Cornelius sent his men to find Peter, who in turn received a vision preparing him for the meeting. When Peter arrived at Cornelius' house, he shared the message of the gospel, and Cornelius and his family were baptized. Angels often send messages through others, using individuals as divine messengers. If you've ever received advice or words of encouragement that seem to come at the perfect time, it could be a sign that an angel is working through that person to communicate with you. The story of Cornelius and Peter teaches us that angels can orchestrate encounters and conversations that profoundly impact our lives. These messages not only provide guidance and direction, but can also transform our lives in significant ways. Cornelius, a righteous and God-fearing man, received confirmation of his faith and a new understanding of the message of Christ through this divine encounter. But how can we recognize these messages in our own lives? Sometimes, it might be a casual conversation that suddenly becomes deeply meaningful, or advice from a friend that resonates with our heart. Other times, it could be an encounter with a stranger who says exactly what we need to hear. These experiences remind us that we are not alone and that angels can use those around us to communicate with us. Now, imagine that after receiving such a message, you feel a renewed sense of clarity and direction. You know it wasn't a coincidence, but a divine intervention. This is just one of the many ways angels can manifest in our lives. In the next segment, we'll explore how angels perform miraculous, inexplicable acts, just as they did with Peter in prison. Don't miss it. Sign 7. Inexplicable miracles. The story of Peter in prison. Imagine being in a situation with no way out, where every door seems closed and there's no hope in sight. In these moments, inexplicable miracles can be a powerful sign of divine intervention. In the Bible, Peter experienced such a miracle when he was imprisoned for preaching the gospel. In Acts 12 verses 7-10, an angel of the Lord appeared in Peter's cell, woke him up, and told him to quickly get up. His chains fell off, and the angel guided him out of prison, passing by the guards without being seen. The iron gates opened on their own, and Peter was miraculously set free. Inexplicable miracles are one of the most astonishing signs of an angel's presence. These events defy logic and reason, reminding us that the impossible can become possible with divine help. If you've ever experienced a miracle that you can't explain, It could be a sign that an angel has intervened in your life. The story of Peter in prison shows us that angels not only protect and guide us, but they can also perform miraculous acts to free us from impossible situations. This miracle not only saved Peter, but also strengthened the faith of the Christian community, demonstrating the power of God and the presence of his angels. But how can we recognize these miracles in our own lives? Sometimes, it may be an unexpected recovery from a serious illness or a surprising solution to a seemingly insurmountable problem. Other times, it could be an event that defies all odds and leaves us in awe. These experiences remind us that we are not alone, and that angels can intervene in surprising and powerful ways. Now, imagine that after experiencing such a miracle, you feel deep gratitude and renewed faith. You know you've witnessed something extraordinary and that an angel has been by your side, making the impossible possible. This is just one of the many ways angels can manifest in our lives. And there you have it, friends, 7 signs that an angel is by your side, based on biblical stories. From messages and dreams to inexplicable miracles, angels are here to guide us, protect us, and comfort us. If you've experienced any of these signs, share it in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. If this video has touched your heart and been a blessing to you, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to receive more content that strengthens your spirit. See you in the next video. God bless you.